Hello and welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are ranking all the Slipknot albums from least favourite to favourite. Now, because there's not quite a lot of Slipknot albums, so we only have D to S. So there's no E, there's no F, there's no terrible Slipknot albums, there's no mediocre Slipknot albums, so D is pretty much, this is good. C is, this is very good, it keeps going up like that. I don't even think we need D, to be honest. Well, we'll see. I might leave it blank. Well, when we get to that, I might leave it blank. Also, this is my first time to talk about We Are Not Your Kind, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, first of all, the weakest Slipknot album. I think it has to go to The Grey Chapter. And I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it in C. Yeah, it's not quite D. It's still a very good album. Grey Chapter is amazing. It has really catchy, really fun songs like Kill Pop, The Devil in I, amazing single, Skeptic, and Custer. You gotta love that fun, fast-paced song in Custer, that catchy chorus. But yeah, the rest of them, not biggest fan of. They're enjoyable. I wouldn't say they're bad. They're enjoyable. It's just, I do think it's the weakest Slipknot album. It does lack a lot of big hooks. I mean, it has The Devil in I, and Custer's got some big hooks. The rest, hook-wise, not really there. It's not that heavy as well. It's not really a heavy album, but it's still really enjoyable, and it's still, it's still a fantastic listen. But yeah, that's the last. Next is going to be controversial. Very controversial, because I'm going to put All Hope Is Gone next as the second worst. I love it. The album's amazing. Sulfur, like breathing in sulfur, amazing. Psychosocial is one of the best Slipknot songs. You can't argue with that. Psychosocial is amazing. Dead Memories is a bit hit or miss with me. The chorus is quite nice. Dead memories in my heart, but then I listen to it now and I'm kind of like, it's a bit cheesy. It's a bit kind of there. So, don't know about that song. Not really a big fan of Dead Memories. And then it has a lot of other songs which are just underwhelming. And it also has All Hope Is Gone. I love All Hope Is Gone. That song is amazing. But then it has others like Snuff, which I'm kind of like, I get what you're doing, but it's not really what I want. Like Dead Memories, Snuff. A bit too slow for me, personally. I know other people love it, which is why I'm saying it's controversial, because loads of people love Snuff. And I think it's enjoyable. It's just, it's not heavy enough. You know what I mean? And The Killing Name, I'm not really a big fan of the chorus in that one, but it sounds like I'm bashing this album more than Grey Chapter, but it's a lot better than Grey Chapter. Even the ones I'm bashing are still better than a lot of the songs on that. Like Snuff, still way better than loads of the songs in Grey Chapter, but yeah, for that reason, it's in B tier. Next, we have the latest album, We Are Not Your Kind. This is a hard one. No, it's going to go in B. High B. I think it's better than All Hope Is Gone, but it's still going in B because of the song My Pain is terrible. I hate that song. It's the worst song they've ever made. Again, it's super slow and I just don't like it. The rest of the songs, however, really engaging, really fun, and kind of experimental. Even the song Spiders, which I wasn't a big fan of at first, it's grown on me now, and it's got that weird kind of build-up in it, but it's really enjoyable. The song Solway Firth is one of the best Slipknot songs I've ever heard. That is just fantastic. Unsainted has one of the catchiest Slipknot choruses I've ever heard. So that's amazing. Nero Forte is fantastic. It's an amazing Slipknot song, better than anything off the other two. Really love that song. Not Long for This World has such a good build-up. It's a really long song and it has such a good build-up and an amazing payoff. So have to give credit to that one as well. It's just the album is so experimental and they took a lot of chances, took a lot of risks, and I think it paid off. I think it paid off, and I think it's better than the other two. Okay, so that's We Are Not Your Kind. Great album. Really enjoyed it. Next, I'm going to have one in A, two in S. And I don't know which one to do. If I was talking Is it objectively or subjectively? The one which is factually right. Is that objectively? Yeah, we're gonna say that. You can tell me in the comments if it's wrong. But if we're saying that, then factually, self-titled and Iowa should be S. But we're talking about my enjoyment, so the self-titled is going to go in A. I love all the songs on it. They're all fast, they're all quick, they're all punchy. I love them all. Eyeless, Surfacing, Wait and Bleed, killer track after killer track after killer track. Just, the whole album's fantastic, so why is it not in S? It's just, the songs are a bit too short, and I don't know, it's just a bit more messy compared to the other two. A bit more messy, the songs are too short, and that's about it. The songs are amazing though, so that's the only things I can say bad about it. So it's high A, almost S. Really good album. Most people would have it in S. I think it's great. I'm having it in A, which is still great. So, agree to disagree. Now, Volume 3 in S. This is the first Slipknot album I heard, which is why it's going in S, sorry. Which is kind of a cop-out, but I love all the songs in it. It has some of my favourite songs on, Pulse of the Maggots being my absolute favourite from this album. I love that song. It's so underrated, no one talks about it. But Pulse of the Maggots is amazing. Vermilion Part 2. I know I said I don't like slow songs, but Vermilion Part 2 gets a pass with me, because Vermilion Part 1, it's kind of like a double kind of song, so I'll give it a pass for that. Both of those amazing. Before I Forget, classic, and Duality, which is one of the best Slipknot songs ever made. I think it's better than Psychosocial. I think it's probably one of the catchiest songs ever made from any band. So this album has to go here, because I just love it. A lot of people think it's a bit too mainstream. Sure, it's a bit more catchier. The sound changed a bit from the first two, but I don't care. I'm putting it here because it's one of my favourites. But the best Slipknot album, which I did not just pick, there we go, the best Slipknot album, easily, hands down, is Iowa. They took everything from the first album, made it darker, made it heavier, and just made it better. And it is the pinnacle of Slipknot. Has all the best songs on. It's easily the best album. You got my favourite Slipknot song of all time on it, Left Behind. I just love the build-up and atmosphere in it. We all got left behind. We let it all slip away. So good. People Equal Shit. Amazing. The Heretic Anthem. If you're 555, then I'm 666. Just everything on this album is amazing. Disaster Piece. Come on. Not a bad song on it. It basically skyrocketed them to the mainstream, because Left Behind was played a lot single-wise on the radio. So, yeah. Just a 10 out of 10 album. 10 out of 10 album. And Volume 3 is an amazing album as well. Probably a 9 out of 10. But again, this is my ranking, but they're all amazing albums. I could easily pick out Great Chapter as the worst, and I could easily pick out Iowa as the best. Everything in between is really good. Everything in between is really good. So that is my ranking for Slipknot albums. Let me know in the comments what you'd rank them, and how wrong my list is, because I'm sure people would be like, "Rah! All Hope Is Gone is too low." But I don't care. So yeah, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and your rankings on the albums, and what did you think of the newest one, We Are Not Your Kind. Tell me that as well in the comments below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.